Alrighty guys, we're back with another one. I've completed the Fishing Together Hunt Soft Baits for Bait Fish mission, and I'm going to be making a full guide on how to complete it. This one was easily the easiest one out of all the Fishing Togethers. Me and my friend Ross, so only two people, so if you have more it'll go way faster, but two people completed it in about, I don't know, maybe give it like 5 hours, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe yeah, probably a little bit more. But only took about 5 hours in total to complete all these. So the setup that I used was the Jig Winner 810 with the Feeder Force 6000, the braid .008 or 10 pounds. I don't know what that is in kg. Sorry. I didn't use a leader, and so I'll go into depth about my lure setup uh, when I show you where all the places I went. So for the first four fish, the ones on Norway, the Atlantic horse mackerel, Atlantic herring, and Atlantic soray, I just went right at the boat ramp here. So you go right at the boat ramp, and you go right out here, so you can see there are many marks. You can get all four uniques here. I'll just quickly flash up a few marks on screen for you so you can get an idea of where to, you know, an idea of where to go. And I apologize if you hear a little bit of noise in the background. It's a little bit chaotic right now in the house, but that's where you want to go for the ones on Norway. And then we will go to the Maldives. The Maldives was very easy besides the Yellowstrap Scad. The Yellowstrap Scad was definitely the hardest in this mission, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But I'll show you the best spot to go. The flying fish, really easy. The Scad was a little bit harder. You can go at the boat ramp here, but I wouldn't really recommend it because we only caught one fish here. See, we only caught one Scad, but we went there. We caught we caught a few Scad over here by the other spawn point. It looks like you can drive in here with a boat, and if you could, it would be way easier, but you can't. So you can go on the outside near the dock here. There's a few marks. I'll just flash them up. And then the flying fish. No, wait. The best spot for the Scad is up here. So you got your main boat ramp. You go directly north. And you can see just in the middle between these two islands here, these are all Scad, I'm pretty sure. These are all Scad. So you just want to just mark in there if you want to. You know, you can throw you a couple marks down. You can get an idea where to cast. But it doesn't really matter. Just go in that island there. And then the flying fish is right here. I'll show you some marks. These are all flying fish. Hang on a second. These are, ooh, I'm gonna drop my tablet. Hang on. These are all flying fish marks. I'll show them real quick. Just get you an idea. But these were really easy. We got all these in like 30 minutes maybe. But there's a batch of like birds right there. If you go in that daytime, I know it says I use sea worms, but that's That was my first ever trophy flying fish. There you go. So that's what you want to do for those. Well, the spot. I'll tell you the setup here in a second for for everything. My bad. Now we're gonna go to Japan. And Japan was really easy. I thought it was gonna be really hard because of the anchovies. Uh, do not, do not do what I did and go to the other spawn point besides the boat ramp. Do not drive there and try and catch anchovies. That is not what you want to do. So for the Japanese jack mackerel, you just want to go in the boat ramp here. These are all jack mackerels here. It's all jack mackerels. You just want to cast in there. You can see my marks are literally right at the boat ramp there. And then the anchovy is right on the back side of the island over here. You can see a big glob right there. These are all anchovies. Now, you might think, oh, why are there anchovies just like out in the deep for some reason? I don't know. I don't know. But apparently they are. Just throw you up some couple marks here. Get you an idea of what to do. No, well. But, so, the setups. For the anchovies, I used a jig head 1/7 ounce number 4 size with a 2-inch yellow and white slug. For the Japanese jack mackerel, I used, I believe it was a 1/6 ounce barbless jig head 1/0 with the 1-inch grub. And then for the flying fish, I used a, oh my goodness, hang on. I'm pretty sure I used a grub, like this, with the same setup here. I'm pretty sure I used a 1/0 jig head with a grub. The scad, pretty sure I used a 1/0 jig head with the grub. I'm pretty sure. I think I'll specify in the comments what I used because I'm having a brain fart here. For the little guys on I know what I use for those. On Norway, I use a number 4 with a 2-inch tube, and you can do any way you want to, like retrieval. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. For these fish, you can do a 2 stop and go, 1 twitch. That's what I did, the 1 twitch and 2 stop and go. But that's really about it. Good luck.